Greetings. We are the 5th Aerospace Assault Team of the Joint Defense Forces Temporal Anomaly Response Force. Our current mission is to make contact with Void Entity 11856 in this area of hyperspace. Please state your ID, unit number, and current mission.
The Temporal Anomaly Response Force of the Joint Defense Force? What in the world is that? Isn't this the foundational layer?
Second Lieutenant Jana of Frontline Command. ID number T118, reporting in.
Acknowledged. Second Lieutenant Jana, please deliver your report.
Construction of the reshaping tower in the target area is now complete, and the Void Girl is currently pursuing a Bastion-level Void entity. An unidentified civilian was also discovered in the area, and has been assigned case number UE5571. Note: the unidentified civilian joined forces with the Void Girl to fend off the Bastion-level Void entity and appears to be friendly. Please advise on how to proceed.
Your status has been acknowledged. Command will send an assault team to assist the Void Girl in battle. In addition, the mission has been reassigned to the Desert Sands Outpost, which is located in the Varun district of Oderic. Your orders are to gather all personnel related to case number UE5571 and report to the Desert Sands Outpost, where a specialist will provide you with further instructions. End transmission.
You would be smart to cooperate with us.
Me?
Go home? It sounds like we need to have a doctor examine you, especially your head. You haven't just forgotten who you are, but where you are right now.
Wait, Shirley's body hasn't... Okay.
Ma'am, I brought the civilian in question.
Good work, Jana. I'll take it from here.
Our signals indicate that the Void Girl is currently engaging the Bastion-level Void entity in battle once again. Replenish your supplies, then head to the coordinates to provide reinforcements.
Understood.
Number UE 5571. Commander Antoria has been expecting you for quite some time.
Huh?
Indeed. It seems she has taken a keen interest in your ability to travel freely between hyperspace and reality.
Where did you obtain this ability? Who is responsible for its development? Did someone authorize your Omnium research? Or is your organization conducting it outside of the law?
Wait, I can't answer all those questions at once.
Then let's start with the most important one. How are you capable of passing between hyperspace and reality?
Hyperspace and reality? By reality, do you mean... hang on. Can I ask what year you were born?
2642. But what does that have to do with anything? Now answer my question.
Fine, keep your secrets for now. But once you meet Commander Antoria, she'll get the truth out of you.
Under normal circumstances, an unidentified individual like yourself would be placed under strict detainment. However, Commander Antoria has ordered us to keep you at the outpost's command center for now.
See that mecha lying in the middle of the outpost? I know you're strong enough to team up with the Void Girl against a Bastion-level Void entity. But if you go up against the Type 0 ground controller, you'll see just how mild a Bastion-level Void entity really is.
Until we're certain of your trustworthiness, that machine will be keeping a very close eye on you. I suggest you avoid any thoughts of running away and wait patiently for Commander Antoria to come and find you.
Commander, here's the roster of the latest recruits for the aerial strike team. Sophie, Emily, Jessica, Linda, Megan, and Jana.
The crime scene is in a busy area. Even at night, there are still many people around. The criminal would have had to survey the place ahead of time to avoid being seen. So we need to check the recent surveillance footage nearby. Yep.
Enjoying the materials our outpost has to offer? Even though they're all highly classified, it makes no difference for people like us who exist in hyperspace. They may as well be public knowledge, so I won't bother you about them. But back to more serious matters. You caught my attention. Now let me take a closer look at you.
And you are?
That's right. I haven't properly introduced myself. My name is Antoria, and I'm the commander of the Joint Defense Force's 2nd Legion, as well as the commander of the Temporal Anomaly Response Force. The Federation has ordered us to carry out a military operation codenamed Reshaping Reality within this area of hyperspace. Now it's your turn to introduce yourself. Who are you? Where did you come from? And where are you going?
I'm a researcher from District 4 of Hykros. I came from Kylo, and I guess I'm trying to go back to Kylo?
District 4, huh? You guys are supposedly on the front lines of Omnium tech. So, did you cook up this little breakthrough yourself?
That's right. My mentor, Professor Kenny, is the head of our Space Rift research team. He discovered this technique by accident during one of our experiments.
What a surprise! Even after the Omnium Experimentation Prohibition Act was passed, humanity is still making important strides in the field of Omnium research. While I'm delighted to know we can now enter and exit hyperspace freely, I have to ask, why are you the only one here right now? Where are the rest of your colleagues, including this Professor Kenny?
The tech's still in its early stages, which means we can only send one person through at a time. We're not sure what's causing it yet, but don't worry. When I return, we'll figure it out for sure. Which reminds me, I believe that girl from before can help me with my research. Is there any way I can meet her before I leave?
You want to see her?
Yes. She's actually a close friend of mine.
Great! This is exactly what I needed. I've been looking for a way to send her to the surface layer. With your help, I'm sure we'll figure out how to transport multiple people between the two layers in no time.
Whoa, back up a second. How in the world do you know about the surface and foundational layers? And what's this about transporting multiple people between them? You're not from the foundational layer, are you? You're from the real world just like me. I've been looking for you forever, but I never thought you'd be hiding out here.
Finally, some truth comes out. You really did come from outside the network. Now, let's go back to my other questions. Who are you and where are you heading? Trust me, you don't want to be on my bad side. Think very carefully before you answer. What? But I thought we were after the same thing, Nem. Tell me, who is this person and why are you so protective of him? I don't think I'm wasting my time at all. If you're acting so protective, then there's a good chance I found the person I'm looking for. I see. So you're an authorizer. It's pretty rare for someone to establish a cybernetic link. Who sent you? And why? All right, I admit, I misjudged you. Let's start over. I'll go first. My name really is Antoria, and I really am the commander of the 2nd Legion, as well as the Temporal Anomaly Response Force. My duty is to exterminate the void entities that appear in this area, and prevent any further temporal anomalies. I've already teamed up with our mutual friend here 71 times. You can check my combat records if you don't believe me.
Wait, 71 joint operations? Don't tell me. Have you been stuck here all this time?
Yes. It's been so long that I've nearly forgotten. The truth is, I only need to know a few simple things about you, Authorizer. Like your name, your affiliation, your objective, and the current year.
My name is... I was chosen by Hykros to serve as the network's authorizer. My reason for being here is to eliminate the viruses attacking the network, restore its systems to their normal functions, and find a way to awaken my friend, Shirley. As for the year, it's 2713. But why do you need to know that?
Hykros. So they're the ones who sent you to restore the network. What happens after that? What will they do with the network once it's been fixed?
Humanity can only continue researching Omnium technology once the network has been fully restored. After the Cataclysm, Ida was left in shambles, and its people... At the very least, the Omnium advocates believe Omnium is the key to saving our world.
The Omnium advocates? You mean those who think Omnium is the key to humanity's future? So, does that mean you need its power to save Shirley? And those who used Omnium to modify themselves? What did they call themselves again?
You mean the heirs of Ida? My business with them is an entirely different story.
Fine, I'll back off. If you're so trusting of your friend, then I suppose I can too. For now. The question is, are you willing to do the same?
You'll have to do better than that. Convince me.
Take a closer look at the records I just gave you. It won't take long for you to realize that there's no defeating the Void Entity. At least, not for good. But with your ability to freely travel between layers, my plan to wipe out the Void Piercers for good might just work. It all comes down to whether you're in or not.
Okay, let's hear your plan then.
I'm not about to lay all my cards on the table. If you really want to know more, take this back to the surface layer and give it to Kieran, the head of the Federation. Tell him it's time to restart the gate to hyperspace. If I told you everything now, it'd only confuse you. Kieran will explain when you meet him. Until then, just do as I say and nothing bad will happen to you.
Even if you're being honest, how am I supposed to get Kieran to trust me?
That's why I'm giving you this badge. All you have to do is show it to him and he'll support you with whatever resources he can muster.
And what's in it for you?
My mission, of course. Once the Void Entities are gone for good, my soldiers and I can finally leave this place. But without your help, our forces are doomed to fight this endless battle until every last one of us falls.
Fine, I'll trust you for now.
We're counting on you, Authorizer. If someone out there is trying to interfere with your mission, then let me offer you a piece of friendly advice. Trust no one. Especially anyone from outside the network.
Brilliant. Just brilliant. Excellent work, everyone. Once this is over, I'll be sure to settle the remaining 500,000 Norn for your outstanding performance. Now
it's time for you to meet your maker.
Oh, whack him good! Then you can flatten him with your bite, boss.
do what you will to me, but have you forgotten about Aglia?
So, you fooled your teammates into thinking Wednesday kidnapped you, right? Perfect. That means we can use you as a bargaining chip to trade for Grey Fox once we find your father.
Fine by me, but my father doesn't take threats lightly. Even if you do manage to pull it off, the Todd family and the entire Federation will be after you. Think that's a good idea?
If it comes to that, we'll just escape to...
Go ahead. Take your time daydreaming about where you could run. Whether it's Mara, another planet, or an entirely different universe altogether. It won't make any difference. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must call my father.
Greetings, sir. Your father is reading through your message as we speak. One moment, please.
Message? You aren't planning to go straight to Kieran with this, are you?
Of course I am. I paid triple the price to modify this hidden chamber just in time for the plan. Given your excellent performance, it looks like my money was well spent after all.
Consider yourself fortunate, Asurada. With the recent spike in aberrant activity, the contents of this recording are exactly what Kieran needs right now. But before dealing with someone like him, you must take every possible precaution imaginable. I raised you to be my heir, so I understand your chances of success better than anyone. But what's your plan for afterward?
What's the matter? Worry that Kieran will change her mind? Because I hardly think the Secretary General is that type of person. Or do you find it amusing that I'm betting on the morality of a person in power at a crucial moment like this?
I've arranged for a helicopter. Once Kieran agrees to your plan, I'll have my people escort Aglaya straight to Kylo. Recent changes there will put Aglaya out of her reach. We've poured a lot of resources into that area, and they've promised their top specialists will look after her. Aglaya won't be completely safe until peace is fully restored, but this will suffice for now.
Understood. Then is it safe to assume Aglaya is still somewhere in Astra? Even after putting her under house arrest, I doubt you would force your beloved daughter to travel all the way to Odorich just for your sake. I'm already in Asperia, so I can arrange for our own transportation and security. Just give me the address, and I'll send my people there right away.
Very well, but just so we're clear, you know what to do with Wednesday if Kieran refuses to pardon them, yes?
Of course. If it comes to that, I'll get it done quickly and quietly. They won't even know what hit them.
There's no trusting you, Asurada Todd. Especially when you keep mixing lies into the truth like that. It's one of the worst tendencies a person could have.
I assure you, no one will come to any harm now that I have this footage. However, I still need you to come with me to the Tower of Fantasy and meet with Kieran.
If it means saving Grey Fox and getting the Federation off our backs, I'll do whatever it takes. But I'm the only one who needs to be there, Asurada. If Kieran asks for Anka and Nola to show up, I need you to help me convince him otherwise.
I agree. This visit to the Tower of Fantasy is dangerous enough without them. Besides, I've always meant it when I said I have no intention of harming my sister's friends. Miss Nola? Miss Anka? This is the address my father provided. The helicopter is standing by. You can head out to find Aglaya now. After you get her, fly straight to Kylo. My father's associates will ensure her safety, and the rest of you will be far better off in Kylo as well.
And if Kieran refuses to make a deal? Your father made it clear that Grey Fox stays locked up unless you succeed. And what about us?
If we fail, you'll have no choice but to infiltrate a heavily fortified villa and rescue my sister from isolation and potentially life-threatening danger. But that—
Do you even have to ask? We're professionals. Although, you did say your family and the entire Federation would come after us if it came to that.
If it comes to that, I'll have no choice but to take on Kieran myself. But rest assured, minor thieves like you will be the least of her concerns.
But according to Meryl, the Todd family is known for maximizing their gains while never getting their hands dirty. Cutting ties with them doesn't seem like something you do.
Miss Meryl seems quite familiar with my father's style, but I assure you that he and I aren't entirely the same. In fact, It's somewhat condescending of you to compare me to him so callously.
I'll hold on to these for now. Look who it is! Gray Fox? What are you doing here? What happened to taking the helicopter over to Kylo?
We thought Asurada was up to no good again. So the boss and I busted Gray Fox out of there as soon as we arrived.
Anka, that's not what we agreed on. The Tower of Fantasy is far from safe, and now you...
What are you blaming me for? The boss and I planned on taking Gray Fox someplace safe with the helicopter and waiting for you to contact us, but...
But I believed my brother's plan was too risky and insisted on coming straight here to prevent you from falling into the Federation's hands.
What's the matter, Aglia? Don't you trust me?
Oh, I trust you well enough. I trusted that you would use my friends to find me at any cost, and that you'll use the researcher to further the Todd family's interests.
It was never my intention to harm any of Wednesday's members. I was simply giving them a bit of encouragement. That's all. And besides, how else was I supposed to make the researcher demonstrate such an extraordinary ability without applying a little pressure?
What if you were wrong? What if they can't cure the aberrants? How could anyone survive against so many aberrants without that power?
Then the Federation prison I trapped them in would have been the safest place for them to hide. I would have told Father that all of Wednesday had been turned into aberrants, and that I wiped out every last one of them. It would have been just like how I orchestrated your rescue. Except this time, you'd have to set them up with new identities good enough to fool him.
Then that's exactly what we'll do starting right now. The researcher is a member of Wednesday, and I won't let you lead our friend right into the Secretary General's waiting arms.
Listen to me, Aglia. If this was as simple as Wednesday provoking the Federation, I would have countless ways to defuse the situation and protect all of you. But do you even understand why I'm taking such extreme measures? The danger posed by the aberrants is far worse than anything you might have seen in File 049. I don't know how this so-called researcher cures the aberrants, and I don't care to know. But because your friend is capable of doing something like this, Kieran has a right to know about it.
You'll need a much better reason than that if you want to convince me, Asurada.
Aglia, please. The researcher's unique power could secure not just Wednesday's safety, but also save countless others. Perhaps even all of Ida. I'm not at liberty to discuss any further details of my plan, but a genius like you should have no trouble figuring out the rest. So please, Aglia, just trust in me for today, and
I can tell you're telling the truth, but your attitude of knowing it all without explaining is just like Father's, and it really annoys me. Fine. We'll be waiting for you back at the tavern, but if you don't show up, you're toast.
You have a really funny way of wishing people good luck, you know that?
Good day, everyone. My name is Yang, and I'm Secretary General Kieran's personal assistant. The Secretary General is ready to meet with you, Mr. Asurada. Please come with me.
Looks like it's time for your big meeting. We'll just leave the rest up to you two.
Actually, Secretary General Kieran specifically requested to meet with all four of you. This way, please.
Hey, boss. Should we come up with an excuse to get out of here?
What's gotten into you, Anka? You're normally fearless to a fault.
Yeah, but there's nothing normal about the Asperia Tower of Fantasy, don't you think? This place is worse than 10 public security bureaus combined. It's like dealing with an entire army of Merrills.
Don't get carried away, Anka. An agent of Meryl's caliber is rare, even within the Federation. And they'd be lucky to have someone with even a fraction of her talent on their side. Besides, I trained you myself, so you have no—
But we were only supposed to grab the researcher and fly out of here. Now we're suddenly stuck in the Tower of Fantasy. It's like we're sitting ducks in a lion's den.
Or maybe a lamb thrown to the wolves?
That's enough, Gray Fox. Anka's clearly scared, so you shouldn't make fun of her.
Miss Yang, here are the documents for the meeting 2 days from now. After the last meeting, Secretary General Kieran asked me to have you review and summarize their contents before handing them over to her.
2 days from now? Let me see. These are for the meeting regarding the network's smart city, aren't they? Make 4 copies, send 2 to my office, and deliver the other—
Understood.
Meeting set for the afternoon 2 days from now. I'll need those files—
Yes, ma'am.
Secretary General Kieran's office is at the end of this hallway. He's been anticipating your arrival. In the meantime, the rest of you can follow me to my office for tea and refreshments.
So, where are the tea and refreshments?
Right this way. If you'd be so kind as to step inside.
Inside what? Your custody?
Well, that's a luxury compared to prison, wouldn't you agree? Unless, of course, you'd prefer a stay in our high-security facility 20 meters below the tower. By all means.
So, you want us to surrender just like that?
Of course not. But our only advantage right now is Gray Fox. Aside from us and Asurada, no one here knows that Aglia and Gray Fox are the same person.
Even if we are detained, they wouldn't stop a Todd from playing games, right? While you two are in there, I'll find out what's really going on here, including what you and my brother are hiding.
If things go south in our meeting, we'll find a way to let you know. 3 against 1 is way better odds than taking on a whole crew right now.
Man, you guys and your big brains. It's a good thing we're buddies, 'cause I can't keep up with all this overthinking stuff.